I'm going to review the 5 Doctors, which is this episode, which I am going to review, okay, and tell you a little bit about. Now, the 5 Doctors is basically got all the Doctors up till him, basically. He was the new one at the time when this happened, so it's up to him. It's up till him, okay. It was a very good episode. It had K9 in it. It had Sarah Jane Smith. Now, the thing I didn't like about this episode, which really peeved me off when watching this, is because when I first watched this episode, sorry, I really loved it, and I really loved it because I thought, oh, Tom Baker's in this episode, and a really class, fun episode. The only time you see Tom Baker is rowing a boat, okay? When the black time thing takes them, they get stuck in between realities. So, he doesn't do nothing, basically, in that episode. He doesn't do anything apart from row your boat and say a couple of good lines. Which, for me, is good enough because I like Tom Baker anyway, but he got riddled out of a part there. Rassilon is the person they are trying to... Basically, it's the Wrath of Rassilon. And basically what it is Rassilon is trying... Basically, if you get to the tomb, you put this ring on, and it'll give you immortality. Okay, and in reality, what you do is, you put the ring on, and it sticks your face on the side of the tomb, with and all your face does is that. And your eyes just move back and forth. That's all that happens to you. You can't speak or anything. And all the Doctors try and find out. We have Bessie. I think that's what he calls... Oh, I can't see the light. He calls his yellow car thing he drives. So you'll see that in it. It is a very good episode. You see the Master in it as well. And you do see Daleks, okay, though they don't have a featurely... They're not heavily featured in it. They're not heavily featured in it. The first Doctor, which is him, he obviously is the one that destroys the Dalek in it. He's the first one that turns up, and he has to try and run against the Daleks, and then he destroys that one Dalek. But you don't see many Daleks in this. You do see Cybermen as well, and they do try and set a bomb outside the TARDIS to blow it completely to smithereens, but it materialises before they do it, and it goes to the Tomb of Rassilon when they take the shields down. It is one of the best episodes for me because it's got all the Doctors in it. I love episodes when they have all the Doctors in it. Not just one of them. I love those episodes. There's also this thing, if you can see it. That thing there. It's not a Cyberman. That thing. Basically, it jumps in the air and goes like that and disappears, and then reappears and fires these arrow things out of his arm. And he's very fast. Okay, and I'm going to say something. A machine gun would have taken him down easily. I'm sorry. The Cybermen at the time of this filming were slow. Okay? All you needed to do is machine gun him. Dead. Because it takes him about 3 seconds to jump and disappear. So, he's not fast. But that's there and there and there and there. Obviously, he's having aneurysms on the floor. He's on the floor because they've taken all of his former selves and he's destroying. They're destroying his past. Basically, they're trying to. It's basically him, and they're taking him apart. Which is really good. Which is really bad, really. Sorry. It's really bad. It's bad. They're taking him apart, and basically you end up with all these Doctors in one place, and everything. So yeah, the 5 Doctors. Now this is a 25th anniversary edition. 25th. And we're now celebrating our 50th. So look how long it's been going for. But that is basically it. That is the Doctor. he is the Doctor that he is the new Doctor. That's for this episode. For this episode, he was the latest one. For this episode, he was the latest one. He's not the latest one at the moment. He's the latest one at the time. So that is basically it. Tell me what you thought of the 5 Doctors episode, if you've ever seen it. And I'm going to do more reviews on the classic, on the old Doctor Who's. So I'll see you soon.